Hey guys, it's Tony here with a game room update, and just going to show you what I've done since the last video. Let me start off with this wall. I added some wall scrolls, and I'm going to get one more, actually two more, but one more for this wall here, and it's going to be a Link to the Past. So it should look pretty cool. I'm going to represent 3 of my favorite games here on this wall. I also got Chrono Trigger, which I'm going to make it look a little bit more tighter. It does look a little loose there and there, but I'm going to fix that. I'm also going to get a Final Fantasy IV wall scroll. Probably going to put it over here-ish. And I'm thinking about getting a Fallout 1 too, and maybe over here. But I think that's about it for decorations in the game room. Now, here I have been using temporarily for other stuff. But this little table, I'm going to actually keep my consoles on that are going to be hooked up to the projector. Right now I got the Super Nintendo Mini. And on that note, I knew that this black wall was not going to work. Even though it does work okay. But I'm going to get something, some kind of screen here for that. And I'm also probably going to end up getting some speakers. Now, this is my old TV, and I've actually been playing the crap out of my PlayStation 3, Dreamcast, and PS2. I've yet to hook up my Xbox 360, my Cube, and I actually have my Wii hooked up. It's just I don't really like Wii. But anyway, got this hooked up, running. It's good to go. And right here, I have been going through my games. Right here, I actually been putting all my memory cards together for various systems, mostly PS2, PS1, some Dreamcast stuff in there. Like I said in earlier videos, this shelf I'm just kind of conflicted about. I don't know. I did take down my Gamecube box, which I'll show you here in a minute. This over here I didn't do much. I just added my Game Boy Pocket, complete in box, Game Boy Micro, complete in box down there. And I did end up getting a Skyrim wall scroll as well. And I haven't done anything with these yet. This will be later in the week. I'll end up tackling this stuff first because I don't have as much of it. My Sega CD, Sega Saturn, Dreamcast. I'm also going to have a little shelf, I've decided, of obscure, strange Pokemon stuff that I found over the years, with my complete inbox Pokemon games. I did put up my 10 types for my wall here. I'm probably going to try to track down one more, because this represents A New Hope. This is Empire Strikes Back, and I'd like to get one for Return of the Jedi. I did put away all my portable stuff, and I have quite the collection of portable systems. This is probably going to be the stuff that, if I were to play, this would be the stuff I'd go to first. This is a case of loose games, PSPs in there, Game Boy, Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Color, Maybe I'll pull them out one day and do a video. Up here is more obscure stuff, kind of random stuff. Like, I have a few of these. This is like a Tandy handheld, and it's basically just lights. But I'm not gonna mess with that stuff. Also, like Tiger stuff, electronics. So I got that up. That's pretty cool. I also have the Virtual Boy going on right here. And I also put away all my literature. And that would be like your strategy guides, magazines, books, whatever. And I have some pretty cool ones. One day I'll probably go through it. But the ones that are notable, they're in really bad shape. Final Fantasy VII. This is in the front. And Earthbound. It's missing a lot of the pages. It's missing the cover. But I have Earthbound, the strategy guide, the one that came with the game. I guess Nintendo thought that RPGs were too hard for the American audience, so they included a pack-in strategy guide. Which, in my opinion, Earthbound is one of the easiest RPGs. So yeah, I have more down there. And really quick, this magazine rack holder, I don't know what to call it. My grandpa made it for me when I was a kid. I found this going through some of my stuff in my mom and dad's house. So I decided to take it and said, yeah, I'm putting that in my game room. It's pretty radical, one of a kind. And it's a little dirty, but it's 20 plus years old. Okay, at this point. Really cool. These are my duplicates. I also put up, I'm a wrestling coach, and I've done this and I'll continue to do this, but I put up every single one of my teams that I've coached, and there's me, senior in high school, yeah, and this is my degree from William Woods, and up here, wow. You can see it kinda, I'll just pull it off. This is a World War I authentic trench dagger. This has been in our family since World War I. So this shelf, I really don't know what I'm going to do here. So I just put this up here. And I like it. Right here I have all my systems hooked up except for the Sega CD, Sega Master. I don't have the Master System hooked up. Sega Genesis, Sega 32X, Sega CD. But I have everything else hooked up, ready to go. And I would like to upgrade. I also got a trunk here. I'm not going to say anything political here. But I'm going to remove that sticker. Okay. It's a pretty cool little trunk. I'm actually probably going to put some of my manuals in there too. I have my Atari computers in there right now. Well, my Atari computer and my VIC-20. Now let me show you my wall that I've completed. Okay. I did not finish PlayStation 1. That's something I'm going to tackle today. Hopefully I can get that done today. But I did complete this wall right here. The shelf, I should say. And I think it looks pretty good. I want to be able to say, hey, I want to play Chrono Trigger today. Which That's a good choice any day. But I want to be able to grab any game at any time that I want to play it. That's the purpose of this. But I also want it to look good. So I'll just kind of go through what I got. PSP, PS Vita games. I don't have a huge Vita collection. I need to get Final Fantasy II. I need to get the sequel to this game. I want Star Ocean 2. And there's also a few other... I want the Metal Gear games. But there's a few other games I want. This is sealed. Here's my DS games. I got a lot of Pokemon games that I got for dirt cheap. I need the gold heart game. And there's a few other Pokemon games I'm missing. Like I know there's black version 2, white version 2. But yeah, there's also a few other RPGs I would like on the system. Chrono Trigger, you can't go wrong with that. This was my first time playing the original Final Fantasy III. I was super stoked. That's the reason why I bought a DS. Because that was the first time I was able to play the original Final Fantasy III. I do not like this version of Final Fantasy IV. Fire Emblem, this is a great game. I hate these two games. They're worthless in my opinion. Here's my 3DS collection. This is quite possibly my second favorite Zelda game. And that's saying a lot. Link to the Past is my all-time favorite. Fire Emblem games are great. I need to get Bravely Default 2, whatever it's called. I need to get the new Kirby game. And one of these is sealed. That one is. Up here are my Wii games. And once again, I don't really like Wii. These are the 4 titles that are my favorites. Radiant Dawn's kind of hard to find at a good price anymore. There's my Kirby Dream Collection. Also Mario titles, Mario Kart. I own every Mario Kart that's come out. Kirby Return to Dreamland is really hard to find at a good price. And here's my Wii U games. Nothing too notable. I do have Wind Waker, the disc version, and there's my special edition games there. And lastly here, guys, Cube, which I'm really proud of this collection. And I'm actually, with aside from maybe some RPGs, I'm pretty much done collecting Cube. Unless I come across stuff for cheap. There's my box that I moved from here. But I'll just go through it. This right here, that would be like my favorite games or Nintendo IPs. Fire Emblem Path of Radiance is really hard to find. Skies of Arcadia is really hard to find. All the Zelda titles, I don't have all the variants. Metal Gear Solid is a great game. The remastered version. Eternal Darkness is pretty good. Weird. And I have Mario Party 6 loose. So I need 4 and 7. And I'd have every single Mario Party except for the Wii. I have most of the variants of the Metroid Prime stuff. And I'm not a fan of Pikmin, sorry. Also, these are like your more common, nothing special titles. Even though Spider-Man 2 is awesome. A lot of sports titles here. And this one's cell damage is awesome. I know I talked about it in another video. Great game. Bloody Roar, Primal Fury is pretty good. Jedi Outcast is good. And these Time Splitter games are kind of uncommon. Glad to have them in my collection. Dragon's Lair 3D is pretty good too. And that's my cube collection. I have some loose games too. Nothing too great. But that's... I'm going to take a step back. That's this wall. I think it looks pretty good. There's my 64 stuff. Nintendo. Super Nintendo. I think it looks pretty good. Now if I had a little GameCube sign, that would be even better. Okay, like right up there. That would be cool. Maybe something to look for in the future. But that's it, guys. That's my update. I'm probably going to do one more of these videos. And that'll probably be my final update. Because all I have to do now is put this PlayStation games up. Put the Xbox games, PS2, 360, PS3, Sega stuff up. And put these wires up. That's it. And a couple more wall scrolls. And that's it. I hope you guys enjoy this video. Thanks for watching. I hope you have a great day. And if you have not subscribed, please subscribe. Thank you. Have a great day.